don't mean to sound like an old man telling you, being preachy. I mean, I really don't. But there's two people that are not going to come home. Two people that aren't going to get married. Two people that aren't going to have grandkids for their parents. Two people that just aren't going to have a life. All for what?
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers with our board certified. Am I board certified? Yes, I think I am. I'm board certified. We also have a content genius that's behind the camera. So I've got my pearl handle pistol cufflinks that were so graciously gifted to me by our content genius, as you know, Michael Rivers. So today we're reacting to this is going to be a good life lesson for all you people. When I say you people, I mean you people. My viewers, our fans. It's so easy to get into a car and have fun, right? But it's also pretty easy to fuck up and not have so much fun. But before we get to that, this is brought to you by eSign.com. eSign.com is a very effective way to remotely do business. If you have any kind of document whatsoever, and I'm not going to make a joke out of this because this is a very serious episode, to be honest with you. I use it all the time for any kind of document. It is so easy to use eSign. Sometimes time is of the essence, and so you need to get a deal done quickly. eSign.com is an effective way to remotely sign a document. For example, I have people sign up powers of attorney. I have people sign retainer agreements when they can't come into the office. Make sure you download the app. You get 3 free signatures a month. It's an effective way to remotely do business. So here's the deal. The title of this video is Officer Pulls Over Couple Minutes Before a Fatal Crash. Remember the football player we did a reaction to, Henry Ruggs? He was in his brand new Corvette and he was with his girlfriend and wound up killing somebody. All for what? Just because you had that pedal to the metal disease. So I haven't seen this, so let's just dive into it.
Cigar 2, I'm at the corner. Right.
You can shut the car off and give me your license, registration, and insurance, please.
Young couple, cute, nice car, everything's, beautiful road conditions. So you don't really have any reason to get in a crash.
Thanks, put me on where you today.
You guys have seen all those videos, oh yeah, I haven't done anything, and people giving cops all kinds of shit. You don't want to do that, honestly. You just be on your way. Unless you really have a whole bunch of dope in the car, then give them all kinds of shit.
Just gotta let you know everything's being audio video recorded, right?
Yeah.
Reason for this.
The thing is, the car is new, so I don't really have the registration.
You have the temporary one that they give you with the template.
Yeah, and
so that's your registration, right?
Yeah.
The reason for yours.
That kid was speeding so fast, he almost hit another kid in a bike.
I know.
That kid was speeding so fast, he almost hit a kid on the bike. Did you hear that? That's somebody else, talking about this.
That's why I stopped him. Ma'am, that's why I stopped him. Have a nice night, okay? Yeah, that's why I'm stopping you for reckless driving, careless driving, speeding, and the lights you ran, okay? You were doing at least 100 on Kennedy Boulevard. All right, man? You almost struck my car because I was making a right turn. All right? You don't have a driver's license?
I do. I mean, I have that for now. I'm still waiting for the new one to come in.
So you heard those violations. Technically, he could arrest him for the reckless driving. But generally speaking, you don't arrest somebody for that kind of case. If he doesn't have a license, does he not have a license or he just doesn't have it with him? And if he doesn't have a license, period, then what happens is you tell him you can't drive, you tow the car. Or have somebody come get the car.
Okay, but do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, I do.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It just says ID only, that's what I was asking.
So when you get pulled over, the first thing they do is they go run your plate and they run your information to make sure that you don't have a warrant or you have, any kind of outstanding reason for them to arrest you.
Where do you see him coming from? Just flying
Well,
up?
I was coming up from, what is it, 67? Right by Hudson Honda. About to make the right turn. Lights turning yellow and he's, woof. The next light on 66, red, woof.
100 miles an hour in a residential street, essentially. It's not residential. I mean, it looks like it's kind of a busy street, but it's not on the freeway. That's just ridiculous. It's so endangering your passenger and everybody else on the road.
Look, see? You can see something. You're probably showing off to the girl, but...
Sorry. Officer.
But so apparently, according to the Content Genius, they're pretty quick cars. The top end is like 140 to 160 or something like that. Let me just tell you something. There's never a reason, unless you're on the track. There's never a reason to go that fast, unless maybe you're on the run.
All right, man. Here's your documents.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we're on a first date, me and him.
That's fine, but...
Sorry.
They're on a first date. And what happens when you're on a first date? You're nervous. You want to impress the girl. You got a brand new car. You think you're cool.
Almost killing each other is not the way to start on a first date.
Because it just got really carried away. I'm sorry.
I know.
It's my fault. It's really my fault. I swear.
It's not your fault, because if
No,
he gets
it
into an
is.
accident, it's his fault.
No, it's my fault.
Listen,
'cause I was
you're getting 3 tickets. I could have gave you a lot more, okay? You're not even supposed to be driving at this time because you have a provisional license.
Oh my god.
So
it's
you're
my
getting
fault.
reckless. I didn't give you speeding.
Do you hear that? He's not even supposed to be driving at this time of night. And what the cop should have done, in retrospect, everything's hindsight, right? But he should have said, you can't drive this car from here. You're going to have somebody else pick it up.
I'm giving you that break, all right? You got reckless.
And then, the cop's he is giving him a break. We fault cops a lot of times for going too hard. But sometimes they can be faulted for giving somebody a break. Sometimes cops, by their actions, actually save lives.
Traffic light that you ran, and for driving after hours. All right, man?
Thank you.
Get home safe.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
What a nice cop, right? What a nice cop.
It's a 19, 3 issue.
So this now is the cop 14 minutes later. 14 minutes later.
Yo, this is the same kid. Oh my gosh.
Look at that fucking car. 14 minutes later, and this cop, same cop. Now guess what? Had that cop said you're not driving this car past here.
Gosh.
6-1. Paramedics are needed.
We're gonna need a crash team, sir. Huh? Crash team, we need a crash team. That's the same car I just had. Fatal. We're gonna need a crash team.
6-1.
We need a crash team. Yo, guys, you gotta step back. Guys, gotta step back. Guys, gotta come back. Sorry, guys. It's an investigation at this point.
Medics and rec.
Turn that car back, make them go back that way. We gotta shut down 1 and 9 completely. We gotta shut it down. They make them go back that way. Your truck's gonna be here for a long time. All right, man?
That's fine. No problem.
Car 7 will be going out with those units.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
70, have somebody close it out at 51st Street coming southbound, and at the Route 3 circle going northbound.
Come on, come back.
respond?
10-3, yeah.
Kind of shut down.
Pick up control unit, put it down by 2-8 tunneling. You're going to divert all traffic up to Patterson Blank Road.
Yo, that's the same car, bro. That's the same car, man.
The ball's going to shut down for you.
Now listen to the stress in the cop's voice. He had just gotten done giving this kid a ticket 14 minutes earlier. And he sees what is just an absolute horrific scene.
That's the same car I just had, Sarge.
What happened?
That's the same car I just had, man.
What did you have?
That I stopped him for speeding.
Okay. All right.
Damn, bro, he's bad.
Sending everybody up 4 years on Liberty.
That's the same car I just had.
What is that? That's a Volvo?
It's a Kia Stinger.
What happened? It was just flying?
Flying, same thing.
Look at that thing. It's gone. It's just gone. And for what? And it wasn't like he was drunk driving. He was just driving like a shithead because he wanted to impress the girl that he's with. That is so common. It is so common. Now remember, when you fault a cop for either arresting somebody for a minor deal or... Keep in mind, this is the kind of shit that they see, right? They're dealing with you based upon how they've dealt with other people in the past. If you look at, we're gonna zoom in here so you can kind of see the car itself. The car itself is destroyed. I mean, just destroyed, and nobody can survive that. So this is a double fatality accident. A double fatality accident. You know, and I'm not an apologist for cops by any means. They have a tough job. If he would have, now this is hindsight, you know, he gave the guy a break. Had he said, you're not driving this car past here, and it would have made sense based upon how he was driving that fucking car, because he was driving it like, you know, like a bat out of hell. But he was being a nice guy, you know. They'd be alive right now if he would have either arrested him or said, you're not driving this from here on out, we're going to have to tow your car home.
The 21st, shut down.
And they're essentially decapitated. The two, he and his passenger are dead. They're just, and all for what? All for a quick thrill. Got a brand new car. Hey, this is so great. You got those feelings going on, those juices. You know, the male brain is not really fully developed until like 25 or so. Think about the person that's sitting next to you. You know, that's why, you know, when you have a provisional license when you're, you know, a teenager, you can only have one or two friends in the car. You know, it's because it's dangerous.
Boss man, we just need you to step over there, please. All right? It's right behind the truck. Yeah, it's the first car in. That's the same car.
So here's what they do next. So this is the whole process in a case like this. This is a double fatality accident. Probably not any fault of the semi-truck driver, although we don't know that. And clearly by the sheer destruction done to that car, there was excessive speed. But what they'll do is they'll get you hear him earlier say he wanted a crash team. They'll get an accident reconstructionist in there. They take a look at where the car is. They look at the damage to the car. A lot of cars nowadays have a little black box, and you can download the information. You can see how fast they were going and when they applied the brakes, or if they applied the brakes. Then you can they take the tire marks and a whole lay of the scene, and they can kind of reconstruct exactly what happened and how it happened.
Are you okay? Yeah, bro, I'm good. It's just like, bro, I just told you, slow down, man. Like,
You just stopped that car?
yeah, just hit him off with three. Like,
Oh, that was the same car?
yeah, I told him, like, bro, slow down. I see, like, it's my fault. We're trying. It's not your fault. If you get into an accident,
You good though?
yeah, it sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, the cop is internalizing this. It's like, fuck, I just told him to slow down. You know, I came out of I used to have a Porsche, Boxster. It was no big deal. But I was coming out of a spot and I, hit the gas and I spun out right in front of a semi. And I didn't, it was really a dumb move on my part. You can make dumb moves like this and in an instant, you can lose your life. Or lose the life of somebody else with you or in another vehicle. And this is just, I don't mean to sound like an old fucking man telling you, being preachy. I mean, I really don't. But there's two people that are not going to come home. Two people that aren't going to get married. Two people that aren't going to have grandkids for their parents. Two people that just aren't going to have a life. All for what? Because they really got a new car and I had when I was in college, a friend of mine had a friend who got a Kawasaki Ninja from his father for high school graduation. Well, guess what those things do? They go a million miles an hour, and 4 days later he's dead. I mean, I know this is kind of a downer episode, but I think it's important, especially as you get into homecoming, as you get into all the different trappings of your social life. And you get behind that wheel, you got to respect it. You got to respect it. You got to know that when you have people in your car, you got precious cargo. And, better to go slower and to arrive safely than to get a thrill and say, oh, I scared the shit out of everybody in my car. Isn't that fun? Well, look what happens when you do that.
Young as hell, bro.
Young as hell.
In his 20s. Wow. I told him, don't show off for a shorty, man.
I mean, he says, don't show off for the shorty. And he's young as hell. He's in his early 20s and just don't show off for the girl. And that's what he did. And I'm telling you, there's other ways to show off for a girl.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. It just sucks. It sucks.
We'll have a rig come down and check you out, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
See, I'm telling you, that cop is going through some shit right now, knowing that he stopped this guy earlier and gave him a break. I guarantee you that cop is going through some shit, as will be the parents of both kids. And I don't care if you're in your 20s and you're an adult, you're still a kid in my eyes. You are. I mean, you're still just kind of figuring life out. You're still just, you don't have any money. So the car that he had was it. That was his world, right? And you see people do stupid shit all the time. And be careful with your people. Be careful with yourself. Live to have another day. Have another fucking day. This is just a lesson to you guys, honestly. And I know this is a little bit of a preachy episode, but when you see a homicide, well, that's not a homicide. You know what a homicide is? Homicide is when a death caused by another. This is just a tragic, tragic accident. And it was just from sheer balls-to-the-wall stupidity. There's absolutely no reason these two young kids should be dead. He should have opened the car door for her, should have bought her some flowers and go out to dinner and then get home and kiss the shit out of her and we'll see you tomorrow. I mean, hey, that would be a great date. Hell of a lot better than getting decapitated by a semi. God damn it. I mean, honestly, I hate seeing this kind of stuff. But I see this stuff all the time. Except for usually there's a survivor and my client's usually the survivor, the one that caused all this shit. And if you're a parent, show this to your fucking teens. Honestly, show this to them because they need to see. My dad scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. My dad was a fireman, and he would show us these videos about drugs and it just scared the crap out of me. So I never did any drugs. You can have fun. You can be even a little tiny bit reckless. But 100 miles an hour going on a street like this and smashing into a semi, the guy driving the semi is just fine. But the two kids driving the Kia Stinger are gone. They're gone. As you heard, he said they were DOA. That means dead on arrival. You know, sometimes I just want to grab all you people and fucking shake you, because it's really important that this not happen. You know, and this was not alcohol related or drug related. This is just stupid related. You know, because you're on a date and you're trying to impress your date with your brand new car. Other ways to impress a girl. And I'm telling you, they want your heart. They don't want your fucking foot on the gas pedal. So we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you be safe. And this is me and the Content Genius telling you that we do care about you guys. And make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, so you live another day. See you later on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, please, is that my God?